in the second half, Coach. So my question, I guess, is how much of it was St. Joe's defense and how much of that was just your team's maybe tired legs or inability to make shots that you think they should have?
I don't think we had tired legs by any stretch. I thought at one point, actually, they were wearing down a little bit, and we never put together back-to-back baskets or open threes that were there to really put some heat on St. Joe's. I'm not sure. I thought we had a lot of good looks. I thought their length bothered us when we drove the ball to the rim. I thought it really affected Chaz at times, and he didn't get the calls when he was kind of throwing his body in there and creating contact. They weren't really fouls, but it was one where it looked like he was trying to create contact and finish. And when TV and Putney go, 5 for 20 for us, and Chaz, although he had 11 points and 10 assists, I didn't think he was as good as he's been. The one thing we did do is we got the ball to the rim. We only turned it over 9 times, and normally when that happens, we kind of get a couple good runs there. We got 71 shots up. The problem is we made 24, and they made 25 out of 57. So I was confident at a few points in the second half that the game was at our pace. It was up and down. We were getting open looks. The problem, again, was we didn't convert, and I thought they converted a little bit more, and Galloway had a little better game. So they deserve the win tonight, and hopefully we can rebound and get back to the drawing board and get ready for next Saturday against LaSalle.
Well, one thing we were looking at was what St. Joe's was doing with Aiken and Kenisiewicz to really cut those driving lanes off. Like Terrell Vincent had a hard time going in there, but he was shying away a little bit. Does that get into a player's head at times when they know at the beginning where there's some blocks or whatever that, oh boy, we're going to have a hard time trying to go in, and then when they try and go in and no fouls called, that really kind of alters the way they try and attack the rim?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Putnam had a couple really good drives. He just didn't put it in. It wasn't one of his better games. But I think he's going to rebound and come back and continue to work and get better. He's had some huge games for us. He's done some great things. And when you have a lot of guys that I think performed a little bit under expectations or what they've been accustomed to doing, obviously it's tough to go on the road and beat a good team like St. Joe's. So, we just go out and make sure that does not happen again and continue to improve and get better. And hopefully don't shoot the ball quite like we did tonight. It was funny to watch, honestly, that the balls just weren't going in the basket.
Visiting with Coach Kellogg here. It's our Colonnade Hotel post-game interview after the 73-62 win by St. Joe's. This is your final full week off that you'll have in the regular season. Is this a good time for your team to, as you said, kind of go back to the drawing board?
I think so. The biggest thing is, and I thought our guys had some energy. We didn't come up with as many of the loose balls and loose rebounds that we've been accustomed to and that I would like to see out of our team. And I told the guys, we're that grunt team. We're the team that's supposed to come up and scrap and outfight you and outdive for loose balls. That's how we play. It's not that you're a great skilled guy or that you really shoot it well. No, we dive for the loose balls. We come up with every loose ball in the press. We missed 5 or 6, maybe more tonight that I thought could have really turned the game around. And when we don't do those things, that's a little bit troubling to me to say, all right, how do we get back to coming up with every loose ball, every time it's on the floor, we get it, every rebound we're fighting and scrapping for. This week will be good to rest them a little bit to make sure we have legs for the final stretch run. I still think Sean Carter needs to continue to get rest. He's on the front of the press, covering the best player, doing a lot of things, and a few of the other guys need to get rested. But then we need to make sure that we're getting shooting in, we're knocking out free throws, and that we can execute on the offensive end.
Yeah, well, the good thing is we're looking now with this home stretch. You do have the week off, like you said, and then you're home for 2 games, and you don't have to hit the road again until next Friday. So it gives you that opportunity to have them at home.
And that's 2 weeks from Friday.
Yes, and it's 2 weeks from Friday. So you have them at home to do that and get them to work on just keeping them fresh. So maybe throw a wrinkle or 2 in there to the game plan.
Yeah, a couple wrinkles would be something to add to the team, and really we need to get a lot of shooting in, continue on our defensive execution, working on rebounding. But we're playing kind of up and down. I thought, like I said, I thought the pace of the game started moving at one point. We never took advantage of it. We never came up with that next play, that next rebound, that next loose ball, which that's what our team does. And, a few guys just need to watch the tape, have a little reality check of what makes them good and build on it. So it was nice to see Freddie make a few shots in the second half there. I thought Javon gave us some decent minutes, especially in the first half. And, all in all, we only put up 62 points, which is not what we've been accustomed to. And that had something to do with St. Joe's and a little bit to do with us.
The one last thing I'll touch on is watching your team go into the zone. That was something they executed it very well. St. Joe's came in, got one good shot off at the foul line, but then your team adjusted on their own. and that's something you got to be kind of happy with, that they adjusted, took away that foul line jumper and made it real tough and caused some havoc for the St. Joe's offense.
Yeah, I agree with you. Our guys have done a pretty good job at different situations and circumstances of, switching up and really kind of improvising on the fly. The zone actually gave them problems a couple times. We just didn't get that rebound. It was 2 or 3 times that we stopped them, and then we were ready to run out of it, and it just didn't happen. So we got a defensive rebound. When we defensive rebound, we're a pretty good team. When we don't, we'll lose a game on the road to St. Joe's and have to go home on the bus.
All right, Coach. We will talk to you in exactly 1 week. Good luck getting everything back in order in practice this week. We look forward to LaSalle next Saturday.
All right, thank you.